Chris White, California Fuel Cell Partnership Communications Director.
So Chris, we're here with Volkswagen today at the California Fuel Cell Partnership, and there's been some news lately that the Fuel Cell Partnership and the hydrogen infrastructure altogether will be gutted, basically, for their budget by the Obama administration. Can you explain that?
The proposed budget that was submitted did zero out many of the hydrogen programs. There is money left in there for fuel cells. We certainly believe that the investment should continue. These vehicles and the hydrogen stations are at the cusp of entering the commercial market. There are some challenges that our nation and our world face that are caused by, in some part, our vehicles, and the way that we can address those challenges are through electric drive, battery electric and fuel cell electric. And when we have two options on the table, we should fund both of them and keep both of them going, especially when this one is so close to market.
Why did the Obama administration gut the hydrogen? What was their reasoning behind it?
I don't know all of the reasons behind it. Some of the things that I have read talk about that it wouldn't make a difference until decades from now. That's not what we see happening. We think that it is years away from market, not decades.
That going to hurt California's hydrogen plans as well?
Well, the Air Resources Board recently awarded grants to 4 new stations that will be going in, 3 in the Los Angeles area and 1 in San Francisco. In addition, the California Energy Commission's AB 118 calls for funding for hydrogen stations. Should be enough funding for the first 11. I think it's important to remember that these are not government-only stations. There is a stake by industry. And the energy companies, as well as industrial gas providers like Air Products and Linde, see a future in this, and they have their feet in this water too. I believe California's plans remain unchanged. In February of this year, the California Fuel Cell Partnership released a report that we call the Action Plan that identifies the steps, the years, the dollars, the number of vehicles, the number of stations that we need to move forward to put the first few thousand vehicles and first tens of thousands of vehicles on the road in California. So far, we haven't seen anything to change that plan.
The Obama administration has now said that they are not going to fund hydrogen. California says they are still going to fund hydrogen. How do you see this playing out?
The proposed budget certainly did reduce the amount of money going to hydrogen. I don't think that is a consensus plan from everyone. I think there are still a number of people who believe very strongly that hydrogen is a way to address midterm and long-term needs, both environmental and from a petroleum use standpoint, but also what customers want to buy.
The Obama administration has said they're cutting the budget because they don't see hydrogen happening in the next couple of decades. California says they do see hydrogen happening in the next couple decades, and they're going forward with it and have a budget for it. How do you convince the nation that hydrogen is a viable opportunity within 2 decades?
I think it's not only California that believes this needs to move forward, but the automakers and the energy companies. We've seen a number of them make announcements or their intentions to start producing these vehicles in the next few years. How do we tell the rest of the world? We just continue saying it. I think that we need to avoid the controversy of us versus them or one needs to win. We need a portfolio of solutions, and fuel cell vehicles are one of those and a very important one.
Chris, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.